Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A lot has been happening in the Kenyan political arena. Yesterday, one of the frontrunners in the presidential race, who is Dr. William Samoei Ruto, met with the AU delegates. But one question that everyone is asking, so many people are asking this same question. Why was Rigathi not given a platform to reply for some of the fundamental questions that were raised by the AU delegates? And instead of Gachagua helping Dr. William Ruto to answer some of the great questions, Wetangula and Mudavadi were given the first priority. We will agree that Wetangula, due to his qualification in international relations, we can't dispute the chance or that the vital function or the vital role that he would have played in the meeting. This leads us to a question. What are some of the basic functions of the deputy president? I'm asking this since Rigathi Gachagua is the deputy president to be if UDA presidential candidate will win the August general election. One of the most important functions of the deputy president is that he is the principal assistant of the president. He is the principal assistant of the president, and he deputizes the president, and he can also perform some of the functions that has been delegated to him by the president as per the Constitution of Kenya. I'll play for you this clip on how the meeting went between the UDA and the AU delegates.
Are a source of concern to Kenyans. So I think that's one issue I didn't raise. Let me allow the rest of my team to speak to. Let's start with Moses. Do you want to start?
Thank you, Your Excellency. Excellencies, good morning again. I start by just buttressing what our leader has said, that elections are not judged free and fair on the basis of the conduct on the day of voting. It's the entire process, the integrity of the voters' roll, the conduct of the electoral officials, the conduct of the state machinery responsible for security, and so on and so forth. I'm sure the EU has always been a close observer of our electoral process, and you can see and feel where things are not going right, and we expect to hear your voice. On the issue of refugees, from Her Excellency, the Slovak ambassador, every country, in fact, indeed, humanity expects that we should not have refugees. That's the ideal situation. But Kenya has been a host to refugees from almost all our neighbors, except Tanzania, that has not given us any significant flow of refugees in our history. As it is today, conflicts in the region have been subsiding, and we have been encouraging refugees where they can find it possible to go back to their countries Of course, under the UN and other international protocols, you can't force refugees to go back to where they ran away from. So we continue partnering with yourselves and others, and I want to appreciate, having been in foreign affairs for 10 years, the role your delegation and individual countries have contributed towards the management of the refugee situation in Kenya. And as a country, we have also passed a law that encourages some of the refugees to get integrated within our country and within neighboring countries where they would wish to go. So we'll continue doing that to see that we get to an ideal situation where no human being should be a refugee anywhere. If your question was indicating whether we are ready to take refugees from Ukraine conflict, like I've seen countries like Uganda, I think Rwanda and a few others have made an offer. If it wasn't, then I don't need to go that way.
So I think in following the protocol, William Samoei Ruto would have given his deputy Gachagua the first priority, but he wisely jumped Gachagua and gives the opportunity to Wetangula. And in the old clip, Gachagua was not given time at least to respond to some of these important questions that were asked. We had been seeing different meetings that had been done between the flag bearer of Azimio la Umoja, deputized by Martha Karua. And Martha Karua has been fitting so well in the position of the assistant of Raila. And Martha Karua has really been helping Raila to tackle some of these fundamental questions that are always being raised by different entrepreneurs. Does this show that Martha Karua is more competent to occupy the position of the deputy president of Kenya as compared to Gachagua? Tell me what you think about this. And if it's your first time here, please just take a second and subscribe and hit the notification bell. So whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first one to be notified. You know, deputy president of Kenya, in most of cases, not just Kenya. See, in the United States of America, President Biden sometimes sent his deputy to some of important UN meetings. Can Gachagua play that position? If just this simple AU meeting, Gachagua was not allowed to address some of these questions. And you must also know that deputy president can assume the position of the president in case of any incident. Was this done deliberately, or what does this show? Bye bye, see you in the next one.